This is Antarctica, which has been beyond the reach of humans for centuries and has been a great challenge for them, whether it is the dry waterfall, the mysterious enemy, the underwater lake or the city buried under the snow. There are many such mysteries and secrets about Antarctica, about which no clue has been found even today. Antarctica is the only continent of the world where no human being lives because the temperature here goes up to 90 degrees. Along with this, snowstorms also come here at a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Similarly, Antarctica is also the driest continent of the world, so driest that you might be surprised to know that it is also called a desert because only 51 millimeters of rain falls here. In spite of all this, for the last 100 years, there have been many human beings taking control of the continent of Antarctica. We are trying to see this map of Antarctica. It loves this part, Nova loves this part, Australia loves this whole right side. Similarly, Britain, Chile, Argentina and New Zealand also love some parts of Antarctica. But what is the reason behind this? What is there under this layer of snow that the super planets of the world want to take control of it? Today we are going to see some facts about Antarctica, and along with that we will also find out who actually discovered Antarctica, and finally we will also see that what secrets are hidden under this snow which the super planets of the world know, and that is why they want to take control of Antarctica. Who discovered Antarctica depends on you. British say that he discovered Antarctica while the Risians say that he was the first to set foot there, but Antarctica was discovered thousands of years ago by the Greek philosopher Olo when he said that the Earth is round and that the North and South Pole are mirror images of each other. In 2021, a DE of the Royal Society of New Zealand stated that Maori people living on the islands were probably the first people who reached Antarctica in the 7th century because in their old stories there is a mention of a snow-capped continent which is on the sun side of the land. Well, as per the records, British officer J. Cook was the first European who crossed the Antarctic coast and reached near Antarctica, but he was still 130 kilometers away from Antarctica when he turned his ship back because although he could not see Antarctica, he did see icebergs floating in the water, and the sea was so rough that it was very dangerous to take the ship further. That is why J. Cook had said that reaching this snow-capped continent is so dangerous that hardly any human will ever reach here. After John Cook, many other people also tried to discover Antarctica, but they could not succeed. With the advent of the 19th century, a competition began between countries for economic dominance. The world was now moving towards a new order, new coasts and continents were being discovered, indies were emerging, every country wanted to become a superpower in the coming century, and hence, exploration was on the rise. In such a situation, in 1819, the Russian Empire gave the task to Russian explorer Fabian van Bellinghausen to explore the whole world and discover new countries and continents. In 1820, Fabian proved Ken Cook's teachings wrong, and here, after exploring the Seven Ocean, he saw Antarctica very closely. Although he had not set foot on Antarctica, but he is said to be the first person of modern times who had seen Antarctica. Then from 1900 to 1920, British ace aeronaut Robert Fannott and his team landed on Antarctica in 1911 and explored about 400 miles, but then due to bad weather and hunger they had to turn back. But the return journey proved to be very terrible, as Robert Fannott and his team faced cold and storms. They got trapped and all of them died. Then after World War I, many countries sent their troops here and tried to capture this continent. In 1939, on Hitler's orders, German Air Force also dropped NASA bombs here, so that this area could be shown as under German control. After the war, many countries set up their research stations here, and from here mysterious discoveries started happening about Antarctica. The first and the biggest mysterious discovery is that once upon a time there was no snow on Antarctica, but dense forests. According to the scientists of Imperial College of London, they found fossil wood here, which shows that about 90 million years ago, Antarctica was a warm continent where there were dense forests. Apart from this, they also found some such discoveries here. Fossils of insects were also found, which are found only in hot areas. The second big and mysterious discovery about Antarctica was that there are 400 lakes under this 3 kilometers ice, which have their own ecosystem. There are such marine animals there, which are not found anywhere else in the world, like these big seas and sea jellyfish. There is a different world under the ice. Similarly, another thing on Antarctica, which has puzzled many arachnids for many years, is these bloody faces. This waterfall in the Valley of McMurdo looks as if blood is oozing out of the ice, but recently scientists have made the discovery that the bloody color of this waterfall is because this face used to get water from a very soft lake, on which now 100 feet of ice has fallen, and that lake is at the tribule cut off from Atmore. There is a lot of iron in this water, and that is why when this water comes into the air, then due to oxygen and sunlight, the iron present in the water oxidizes and its crystals become rust-like in color. The third biggest mystery and concern about Antarctica is that there is some ancient civilization under this ice. Due to this, people have believed that alien spaceships have also been seen here in 2016. On the Mangal Mean, a lot of unusual activities have been recorded in Antarctica. While we keep calling these aliens UFOs, the closest to political aspects are the sea air operations of America and other countries which they are doing in Antarctica. And this is where Antarctica's hidden political front comes in, which very few people are aware. While the rest of the world is embroiled in other geopolitical issues, America, China and the Soviet Union are sending observations to Antarctica. In fact, China has set up its own research institute there. According to the Antarctic Treaty of 1969, any country can do scientific experiments in Antarctica. It just has to share the range of these observations with all the countries. In 1992, the U.S. Geological Department discovered that there are 500 billion barrels of natural gas and oil reserves in Antarctica, but China and other countries are not interested in Antarctica for this oil and gas. However, recently, reserves of rare earth minerals like uranium, sodium, magnesium and sodium have been discovered in very large quantities in Antarctica. These are the minerals that are used in all electronic devices, and as the focus of the world is now shifting from oil and gas to energy resources that power the electronic devices, the demand for these minerals is more than oil and gas. Electric chargers and ion batteries are the future now, and this race to control the future is the reason behind these super energy-rich things. The Le Mirage diver of Antarctica has brought the rains to the snow and storms of Antarctica. This ocean is one of the most dangerous oceans of the world. This ocean controls the climate and water science of our world because it also joins the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. According to the scientists, the 15th percentile of carbon emission in the world is the oceanic abyss. And along with global warming, the importance of the ocean is increasing because the frozen ice here is melting, and with the melting of ice, many treasures are coming out. The seas in which humans could never even think of going, but they are going to become important destinations. Many seedies are still going on in Antarctica, and it is known that in the coming time more mysterious things will be discovered about Antarctica. These are all the sources from where we have collected information for this video. If you like such topics, then please let us know in the comments below. See you in the video. Keep watching with another interesting topic. Allah Hafiz.